Hey guys, and welcome back to my second development log. So this time I'll be talking about the progress I've already made and the issues I've been having, with emphasis on the issues. So the first part I have solved was a game object in the scene that utilizes a script that Will made to generate the levels from images. This script works by having a prefab assigned to each color in the image. The script then runs through the image pixel by pixel and places the assigned prefab for that colour in the game scene. This generates our levels for us and makes it far quicker and easier than if we had to build each level by hand. All the levels in the game will be built using this script, but for now we'll be working with this smallish test scene I've made. While obviously we'll be making a series of levels for the game, we'll be sticking with this test level while building the rest of the mechanics. Now, most of the models and textures you see are placeholders, mainly as I'm not very good at modelling anything organic and I can't do textures to save my life. There are also no animations in the game yet. I did try animating a pickaxe swing for the imps at the game jam, but suffice to say it wasn't going very well. However, you can see how the game itself will look from the player's perspective when I start changing lighting and such at a later date to get the darker, slightly creepy feel of the game. You can already see objects like the portal and dungeon heart, the golden dirt walls and the indestructible walls at the edge of the map. These game objects don't do anything other than just sit there, and also glow slightly in the dungeon heart's case with a small light stuck inside it, but later they'll have the scripts needed to spawn creatures and such, though for now that is a while away. For the walls, you can currently select them to be dug, which changes the textures of them, showing different textures for both the dirt and gold walls when selected. This uses two small scripts on the camera and the walls themselves, which fires a raycast from the camera to select the wall before changing the material on the selected wall. The imps are using Unity's new nav mesh system and works by having a nav mesh on the floor tiles across the whole map. The walls have an obstacle component added to them that blocks the nav mesh, but when they're removed the nav mesh below opens up to the AI. However, the imps don't actually move anywhere yet, and the only way to remove the walls at the moment is to manually delete them in the scene, which doesn't really count. The reason for this is I'm still working on the scripts for the AI and working on a few issues. Now, the way the imps are going to work is that all the imps are collected under one parent game object. This parent has a creature management script on it, and that will handle what tasks need doing and assigning said tasks to the imps. The imps will have scripts on them that will process these tasks handed to them and will store a boolean variable to determine if they are busy or not. This means the creature management script will only assign tasks to imps that don't already have a task to work on. However, the issue I'm currently having is getting the imps to correctly determine if a path is available to the task, as currently the only task they are assigned or programmed into the game is to mine dirt or gold walls, but because the walls are technically obstacles to a nav mesh, the agent.calculatePath function doesn't work, as there is technically never a path available to any wall on the nav mesh. However, I have got another idea given to me by Tim and Will, which is to have each wall store a boolean variable if the imps can reach it or not. If it is, then the imps can go mine it. Once it is down, it will set the adjacent wall's booleans from unreachable to reachable. Now on to the issues I was having and why I've less progress than I would like, considering the time I put into it at the game jam, along with everything else is probably adding up to about 20 hours. Loops in Unity can be an issue, and I've been having a weird issue where any while loops get caught in an infinite loop. I probably spent 4 or 5 hours on this alone at the game jam. This freezes the entire engine and I'm then forced to close Unity and reboot it. Now, I've spent however long I've already said on the issue, but the thing is, some of the code should not have been capable of that, as the conditions for the loop are ended as soon as it enters. Despite this, I was still having the same issue, and the only way I could solve the issue is by manually exiting the loop with the break command. Unfortunately, I need these loops in place when checking things like what imps are busy to be assigned tasks, and while loops are more suitable for optimization reasons, as I can tell the code to exit the loop when it's found what it needs and not carry on looping for no reason other than to loop. At least that's the idea. Unity has other ideas. It's taken multiple people at the game jam to try and overcome this. Other than what I've already mentioned, there isn't really anything else to the game yet. My main task for the moment is to complete the pathing code for the imps. Once that's complete, the rest of the creatures shouldn't have any of the same issues, as they'll always be remaining to the nav mesh. Once I've completed the imps pathing, I'll be carrying on with giving them more tasks to complete, such as mining gold, carrying gold storage, of which I still need to implement gold storage, and other tasks that the imps perform. Now this will probably take a while to implement, particularly as I have a lot of other work to do alongside uni and everything, so it'll probably be a short while until my next development log. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.